Go live. Back to here. Hello, everyone. Hopefully you can see us. As you can see, we are tuning into Summer Games Fest today. If you are joining us, please say hello in the chat. Let me know that all the audio levels and things are right. We're still getting set up here, so just forgive us if you don't see me looking directly at the camera right this moment. Yeah, that should be everything. I need to figure out how to pop out the... Give me a moment, you're going to see back end stuff for a second, because I need to pop out the chat. Is it going to let me pop this out? There we go. There we go, I'll pop it out and put it over here, and then hopefully it's now back to... Why does that look weird? What is going on with colouring there? Give me a moment, give me a moment. I'll close that and open it back up. Back up. Oh, not us. Back up. That's not what we want to see. We want... Where is it gone? There it is. And then I want my account. There we go. Hopefully everything looks good. Why has that disappeared? We are live, thank you. Are you going to let me see the chat? That would be nice. Right now I can't see the chat. Jeff, can you do me a favor? If you've got another device there, can you chat?
No, I have the... I have it loaded up.
Nice.
Another window.
Could you just chat in there so that I can make sure I can see it? That would be good.
Right below your window, there's like a small sliver of the background.
Okay, I can move that over. Give me a second. That means that my camera is slightly smaller than yours for some reason. So give me a moment, because I'll have to ungroup these, and then mine needs to be slightly bigger, you see.
I mean, that fixed it.
Okay.
Yeah, we got about a
Hopefully
6-second delay on the YouTube feed.
That's fine, that's fine.
Is there a way to clean up the border around the Summer Game Fest window?
Kind of, but it's somewhat limited. So I can do...
Right.
I can do this. Hold on.
Just the black line on the left-hand side is a little...
Yeah, I know. Give me 1 second. Let me regroup these. Group selected items, and then I can do... Did you say left-hand side?
Yeah, the left-hand side is like just a couple pixels of a black line.
Is that right now?
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not much we can do about the corners, eh? But
yeah, corners are difficult because that's just how it shows up.
Okay.
Give me a moment here because I don't know why I can't see the chat. So if you are chatting, I apologize.
No one's chatting right now.
supposed
Yeah,
to.
I'll have this window up the whole time. Interacting with
Nice.
chat.
Nice.
I'm gonna see how much of the delay is. This one.
On mine it's fine. It's perfectly in sync with where I'm watching it and the stream itself. But obviously I'm streaming it, so I'm seeing it slightly differently.
Yeah, see, like on the feed right now, it's going 13, 12, 11.
So I'm on 1405.
8, 7. Yeah, see, mine on TV right now is 57, 56, 55, 54.
So mine's 55 now. So it's probably
Okay, so
a
I'm
UK.
slightly
So it's probably a UK thing. You're slightly ahead for some reason.
So I should like suddenly go outside 3 and then ruin it for you.
I need to figure out
Girl.
why I can't see the chat. Give me a moment.
Yeah, I just have the YouTube thing up.
Yeah, no, I normally would, but I should be. Maybe if I close that. There we go.
Hey, little girl.
Let me figure it out while we're waiting here for the stream to start. But while I'm doing that, Jeff, I want to know, what did you think of the PlayStation State of Play the other day?
It was good. The token fighter souls, whatever, basically killed Marvel vs. Capcom 4, but
It did. It did. I mean, you've got a good point there. And
there's
obviously,
no way they're going to want to cannibalize their own fighting game.
and obviously, we also have, we both have Nintendo Switch 2s in our hands now. So, that's fun.
Yeah, I've
you
got
know,
literally a man.
yeah, mine's just over to my left.
Yeah, I just wrapped up. I have to do the special cut.
How
Driving around.
to...
Oh my god, it's that that thief guy from the other Mario titles with the little bag.
YouTube chat. Okay, give me a second. I'm just gonna blank out the preview window for people because I need to do something on the back end here so that I should be able to see the chat after. No,
Come on, I'm trying to catch this bastard. He's a tricky one.
do that. Studio.
Got him. I caught Nabbit. He only gives you like 5 freaking coins.
Boom, boom. Streaming right now. And then what I want to do is figure out how to...
I got a peach medallion.
So I can see the chat here. I want to be able to see it over here. Please.
Rely on tornado tornadoes.
Ah, there we go. I've got it. Lovely, 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 lovely. Okay. Which means I can now go back to this window. Close the chat on the side for spoilers. And then open, not that one. Open this one back up. And now we are actually live. I mean, we were before, but, you know, now I can actually see everything, so that's cool. I'm going to just quickly tweet out that we're live here. Because, you know, some people are still on that website. I know that my webcam is black right now. I'm not actually 100% sure why it's doing that, so give me a moment. There we go. Hopefully you can see me now.
Alright, let's go.
There we go, there we go. Fine. Okay. So if you do jump into the chat, I want to hear from you. What are your expectations for this show? Because I feel like everybody's kind of in a different place with this year's Summer Games Fest, or Game Fest, as Jeff reliably informs me it is actually called. So, Jeff, what are you feeling as we're 7 minutes away from Summer Game Fest right now? Is there anything in particular that you think we're going to see?
I don't know. I wasn't really thinking about it. Let's see here. Sorry, I was trying to enter in the code.
That's okay.
Let me get up to our window here. I mean, pretty much everybody is expected to be here somewhere across the weekend with all those logos and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
I mean, I hope we see Resident Evil 9.
So do I. I was actually saying that the other day to our friends at the Outer Haven.
Something here. Because I know we're supposed to see more Spine, which I'm looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm hoping just we're going to see some kind of big Switch 2 games as well, too. Just to kind of get people, you know, kind of excited about the console.
Yes.
Because a lot of people are kind of concerned that there's no, you know, kind of software for it and whatnot. But
I mean, they can be concerned as they like, but Mario Kart's cool. I'll tell you that.
yeah, it's really good.
But yes, if you don't know who we are, my name is Jordan. That to my right is Jeff. We are from Analog Stick Gaming, or you may know us from the Gaming Mix podcast. And today, this is kind of a podcast episode, but we decided to live react to Summer Games Fest instead. I wonder how long this show's going to be. I don't know if Jeff Keighley has confirmed yet.
Hey, Jordan, your Switch codes, are they a different format than ours?
I don't think so. Would you like my Switch code? Or
no. I mean,
you're
like,
talking about like codes for games. So
yeah.
So they are region locked. Yes. Yeah.
So are yours 5, 5, and 5? Or sorry, 6 or 5?
I will tell
6
you
and
now.
6?
I will tell you now. Give me a second. Give me 1 moment while I find out for you. Why? What have you got this time? Anything that we can talk about? Let me move my camera down here as well.
Think so.
You should still see that. I apologize. I did get given something that I can talk about, so I'll do that in just a moment. just kind of moving my camera about a bit.
'Cause this first switch code is a weird format. Like it's almost too many digits.
Oh, okay.
Because if not, I can send you a Steam code for this.
Give me 1 second and I'll tell you.
Oh, there's no embargo except if I talk about things after Chapter 4. So it's a game called Through the Nightmares.
Okay, I've not heard of that one. Interesting. I will say that I was graciously sent Yakuza 0 by our friends at Sega.
Still waiting.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to get into my emails so I can then tell you.
Yeah, they've been iffy on Yakuza for a little while.
I can, if you haven't got one yet, I can probably try and get you one, Jeff. Let me know.
Yeah, if you can get me a North American Switch code for it, that'd be great. Because like I got Pirate Yakuza just fine.
Yeah.
Unless you got me that one, I can't remember.
No, I don't think I did. I think you got that one. Right, I think my camera should be fine now. Let me just save that. And save that. Close that. I know that you can't see the stream, but don't worry, we're only 3 minutes away. There we go. Right, I'm in my emails. Give me a second to just find you, and I'll tell you what the format is. So, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, because this one Switch code is formatted 5, 6, and 6.
So I'll give you. So what I'll do is I'll send you one that I've used so that you can see how many characters it is total. Because they just sent it to me that way, but when I input it, it does split them up.
Yeah, so there's 3, there's 5, 3, 3. No, that's longer. Or that's shorter than what I've got. Okay, I can send you the Steam code then. Because they sent me the Steam code, the PlayStation code, the Xbox code, and the Switch code.
Oh, nice.
The Switch code has extra digits.
Well, if they're sending us a Steam code, and there's no embargo, maybe I'll do some coverage of that on the channel, because why not? But yeah, for me, so I did make one bold prediction on the Spectator Mode podcast that I recorded with our friends at the Outer Haven earlier this week. I made the prediction that PlayStation will be there, which we now know they will. And my prediction was they'll actually show another new game, but it won't be what everyone thinks it is, and it will be another new game by Naughty Dog instead. However, the rumor is that maybe God of War is showing up, so we'll see. Well,
I know, because
if you're watching the stream, by the way, I can see someone in the. There's a couple of people viewing. Hello, welcome. This is Analog Stick Gaming. My name is Jordan, and that is Jeff. And please consider liking and subscribing, because it would really help us out. We're pretty new at this YouTube stuff, so that would really be helpful. Thank you.
30 seconds.
Let me just send this to a buddy of mine, because he wanted to watch us, I believe.
So, Switch charging. There we go. My Switch 2 charging. Alright. Alright, so yeah, the stream's about 3-4 seconds behind.
Yes, yeah, there will always be a small delay, but
please welcome to the
my camera's
stage
frozen on
the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff
My
Keighley.
camera?
My camera's frozen on the feed,
oh, you're
like on the YouTube channel. Yeah.
That's strange. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Is it still frozen?
Mhm.
Oh,
I love the energy.
Give me
Hello,
a
everybody,
second.
and welcome to Summer Game Fest, a showcase to celebrate what's new and next in video games. Now, every year, we have the distinct honor of coming together to spotlight the boundless creativity that defines our industry. Thank you all for joining us and giving us your time. And special thanks to Dante. I was reading my feed this morning and saw that he canceled a date and he hopes I don't disappoint him. Dante, we're going to do our best to make it worth your while. We have a really fun show ahead. Over the next 2
camera's
hours,
still frozen.
we're going to give you
That's
a
weird.
whirlwind tour of dozens of games from studios big and small. From Lego bricks to puppets,
Maybe try
zombies to
turning your
Marvel
camera
heroes,
off and back
this
on,
show
Jeff.
has a little bit of everything, including, yes, some brand new game announcements.
That's so
Gotta have
weird.
some
What's
of
going
those.
on here?
Now, before we dive into the excitement, let's take a moment
Sorry,
to
people,
recognize just how
technical
dynamic
issues.
our industry has become. Here's a look at the top 10 selling new games
Let me
on
copy
Steam
that.
so far in 2025 by units, according to Game Discover Co. Lots of great games. Now, the list includes beloved franchises, but sitting proudly at number one with over 13 million units sold since February is Repo, a groundbreaking indie game crafted by a passionate team of just 10 people at Semiwork in Uppsala, Sweden. And closely trailing it is Schedule One from TVGS, a solo developer in Australia. It's inspiring that these indie creations stand side by side with heavyweights like Monster Hunter Wilds and the Oblivion remake. Absolutely. Now let's also applaud Claire Obscure from Sandfall. Okay. They might get some nominations at the end of the year. We're not there yet, but it is a monumental achievement, earning the highest user Metacritic score ever
That's
recorded
so
for
weird.
a game,
You're-
all from a team of under 30 developers who bravely stepped away from big publishers to forge their own path. One thing is clear. With digital distribution and engines like Unreal, today's most innovative projects increasingly emerge from outside the traditional publisher system. And that's something to celebrate. But with more than 18,000 games released on Steam just last year, more than double from 2020, the challenge now is discovery. And that's precisely why events like Summer Game Fest, our partner showcases happening
feed kinda
all
looks
weekend
washed out,
long,
too.
and initiatives like the Steam Next Fest
That's
are
weird.
so
I'm not sure
essential.
why that
These
is.
events help remarkable games, big and small, find their
Give me a
audiences.
second.
And hopefully, if you're watching
trying
this
to sort
show,
your
you'll
camera.
discover your next favorite game. So, in that spirit, let's kick things off with a game from an independent studio who is thinking very big. In 2017, 4 developers broke away from AAA publishers to chart their own course. Today, they're
There
a
we go.
thriving
Camera speaks.
independent studio of 30 creators.
There we go,
And what you're
there we
about to
go.
see is a powerful testament to what passion, freedom, and a small, dedicated team can achieve.
I
Let's
think
take a
I
look
know why
at our
it's
first new
washed
game
out. Give me a
announcement.
second. You won't see it for one moment.
Sure. We're just bringing the feed back up, guys. Just want to make it look good.
The harbinger.
Turn off.
You might be.
Close that. Hopefully it looks better now. Was there crows?
Yeah, this looks sick.
Is this the place that game? Mortal Shell? Is this Mortal Shell?
Oh, Mortal Shell's an old game, unless they're making a new one, but they would have said it was a sequel. I think the animations look great.
Yeah, they
Looks
do.
like there's lots of cores. Ooh, there's like a Doom gun. Oh, it doesn't look like a Souls-like, so I'll fucking take it.
They'll worship you until you fail.
Welcome, welcome.
Then what?
know that my camera's a little bit weird right now. Give me a second.
Oh yeah, what's going on?
God.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Oh, Mortal Shell 2, yeah.
Nice. You sneaky little.
Yeah. We got code for
You sneaky little guy.
All right, didn't that look great? Well, we got lots more to come. But right now, the end, the Nexus War, Galactus Fight, or even live at Risky Reels. Over the years, Fortnite has innovated with mass-scale live
It's not
in-game events.
receiving enough.
And tomorrow, Fortnite is set to do it again across
Okay, give me a
console, PC,
second.
and phones. The Death Star's
That
super
feed looks
laser
way
is
too colorful.
charged and ready to decimate the Battle Royale
Yeah,
island.
ours.
But
Yeah, I
there's
know.
still hope.
There's
You and your
something
friends
wrong
can
on the
join the fight.
YouTube
Here's
end.
the
I'm
first
just gonna
exclusive
sort it
look
out
of
now.
what you'll be part of tomorrow in the brand
Okay.
new live event, Death Star
YouTube is
Sabotage.
not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming as such. Okay, let me up the. Okay, give me 1 second.
Hit him with everything you've got.
Right.
Think I saw Jonesy. All right. Right now, it is an
I'm
honor
gonna have to
welcome to Summer
quickly
Game
end the
Fest a
stream and
legendary
come
game
straight
creator
back,
who is set
guys.
to release his latest project in just
I'll
a
be
few
back
short weeks.
with you in
With
like
each of his games,
1
he
minute.
pushes the game.
Release
僕ら皆さ
DS1.
ん、まあ
Okay.
コロナを体験したと思うので
Everyone
Hopefully.
experienced
コ
the
ロナを
pandemic.
体験した中での
So,
新しいつながりというか、
I wanted to
それをも
show
う一度ゲー
something
ムをプレイし
new
ながら、
connection
まあ、考えていただきたいと
after
思い
we
ます。
faced the pandemic. So I want everyone you to think about that when you play this game.
Okay, well, talking about playing the
It was
game, it's
better
coming
when it
out
was
later
washed
this
out.
month, but right now I know
Yeah, I
you prepared
know.
a special exclusive clip for SGF. Let's take a look at
Is the
this.
stream still up, Jeff?
あの
Yeah, it's up now, but it's still like oversaturated.
Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. Just trying to figure this out, guys. Is it trying to force HDR, maybe?
Welcome. Have a seat. Over here, please.
I move it over here, over here. So over here, it's not washed out, which is nice. Why is it washed out over here then? Sorry about this, guys.
No smoking, please.
It's something to do with my
So you're
monitor
new,
from what I
Vanna.
can see.
What do you do
Looks a little better, but not much.
for living?
Yeah, I am dealing with it.
I'm a porter.
Give me 1 moment. Display
So thank you.
settings.
We're good for the day.
Okay. Thanks.
Neil,
Color profile.
What?
I mean, we might have to go with the slightly washed
You
out
made
look
it
for
then.
now,
Sure.
just
That's fine.
because it can't.
Sorry.
Was.
you really don't remember me.
So
Yeah,
hopefully,
go for it.
hopefully that looks okay. It seems okay on my end.
Yeah, just go with that. That works.
The girl.
Welcome, guys.
Alive.
Yes, welcome. Sorry for the technical issues.
Stop. Stop.
Please let me know if the stream's too loud or anything like that, and I can adjust the volume.
Kojima just wants to make a movie now.
I mean, I can't wait for this game, I'll be honest.
Yeah, but I mean that's not the type of clip you show it.
Well, that was a clip
At
from the
Summer
game,
Game
a
Fest.
cutscene.
Yeah,
We saw a
I-
first glimpse of Neil and Lucy, and we met them in the trailer back at South by Southwest.
I
We have
can't
a little bit
imagine
more of them
that scene
here.
enticing
Tell us
anybody.
a little bit more about this clip and the characters of Neil and Lucy.
まあ DS2 で非常に重要なキ
In
ャラクターです。
It's a very important character,
ニールとルーシ
Neil
ー。
and
で、
Lucy.
まあちょっと詳しくは言えませんけど。
I can't really say because there'll be spoilers.
手にカニ座の刻印が
You
2人ある
saw the cancer mark on both of their
すごい
hands
深いつながりがあって、
So they have
これが
this
物語に
deep
大き
connection
く関わってきます。
and
で
reveals
前回
throughout the
クリ
story.
フっていう人気キャラクターがい
And
ま
last
したけ
time
ど
on
マッツさんがや
DS1,
って
we have Cliff,
で
who was
物
played
語
by
的には
Mats.
彼はもういなくな
And
った
of
の
course,
で、
by story,
まあ 2では出せない
he will not be in
で今回
DS2.
ニールっていうのが
But
マッツ
this
さんの代わ
time,
りというか
Neil
その
will
同
be
じような
like
役割を担って
playing like the role that
登場
Mats
します
did for DS2
で
this
まあ、クリ
time.
フすごい人気あったので、
And Cliff was a very
まあ
popular
クリフを超え
character,
るようなキャラク
but
タ
I
ーを作ろうとして、まあ、ルカさん
We
に
have
お
to
願い
kind
し
of
て
like top that
結構いいキャ
character.
ラクタ
So
ーにな
Luca
ったと思う
Marinetti was a great
非
actor,
常に
and I
心
think
に残る演技もして
it
いた
was
だいて
great. He did a great performance, so I think you'll like this new character,
も
Neil,
う
too.
20日後にゲーム出るんで、
Well, the game's going to be out in 20 days, so I'm not going to give any spoilers, you know. That's
I know.
what I brought today.
Hey,
But there
Kojima,
is
do you
more
want
to
to send me a
share,
review
and
code?
you won't have to wait very long to learn more about the game. Actually, this Sunday, as part of Summer Game Fest, you tune into the DS2 live game premiere, where Hideo will be joined by many members of the cast. He'll be sharing a new demo of the game, live gameplay demo, alongside Elle Fanning and Troy Baker, and I'll be there hosting it. And let's just say this is not the last that you've seen of Neil this weekend, and we'll leave it at that.
ニールのゲームプレイシーンっていうの
Yes,
を出し
I'll
ます
show you
ので
the gameplay scene of
見に
Neil.
来てください。
So hope you enjoy. Will join us Sunday too.
Excellent. All right. Thank you so much. Hideo Kojima, everyone. Great to see you, Mr. Kojima. Thank you. All right. And now I'd like to introduce my co-host for Summer Game Fest. She's along for the party. A
Lucy
veteran games
Jane.
journalist on
Lucy
GameSpot
Jane.
and the co-host of the Friends Per Second podcast. Please join me in welcoming the incredible Lucy James.
Thanks, Jeff, and hello, Summer Game Fest. I am so excited to be here this year. Thank you for having me. Now, we are honored to reveal an exciting new project from Raw Power Games, a new team headquartered in Copenhagen, Denmark. Here, you can engage in intense combat, fight for land, glory, and legacy, and lead massive armies into epic scale battles, as narrated by actor Tom Hardy.
Actor Tom Hardy.
Thou shalt not kill. So the priests tell us. So the Lord commands.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 3.
Ambitious men do not listen. I sought no war,
I mean, it has that vibe.
but war found me.
Yeah, it certainly does.
I became like them. I took up the sword, prayed I could win redemption through my
I
deed.
mean, this is just Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. Guy leaned down, thing on fire, grab sword, goes to
Once
war.
taken, have only one ending.
This is literally the story of Kingdom Come Deliverance 1.
I shall find no peace. On this road, there is only death. But that's just my story. Go write your own.
Medieval.
I mean, that looks like something that I would play.
That was a very cool new project
My
in a
camera's
brutal
frozen again.
European medieval world.
Oh, fun.
Now it's time to hang on to the edge of tomorrow. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is a thrilling new entry in the legacy of racing action games within the Sonic franchise. Crossworlds brings other worlds and familiar faces to Sonic Racing, including surprise guest characters
On my end,
being
your
revealed
camera
here
seems
at
fine.
SGF for the
You know?
first time.
It just keeps freezing up every now and then.
Oh, that's weird.
I should see if there's a Switch 2 version of this in the request.
What is it? What is this game?
Sonic Racing.
Let's mix it up.
Tatsumiku. Oh, nice. Ichiban Kasuga.
Who doesn't love Shiba?
Time for me to win this.
I'll have to see if I can. September 25th. Oh, I got lots of time.
Coming in September, but that is not all. We'd like to introduce the man behind the creation of everyone's favorite blue hedgehog, Takashi Iizuka.
Wait, isn't that the guy that went to prison?
Thank you,
I
Jeff.
don't know.
I'm honored to be here to talk about our latest Sonic Racing game. Sonic Racing Cross World is the next generation of the Sonic Racing series, developed by Sonic Team and the Sega Arcade Racing Team. You can feel brand new experience from the new future travel ring, which you can warp in the race. Also, unlike another
weird.
kart racing game,
No.
this
Yuji
game
Naka.
will have
the guy
online
that was?
cross-platform matchmaking. So you can race against all of your friends
Online
across all of the
nice.
platform. Lastly, I have one more thing I'd like to show everyone here today. Take a look inside of the travel ring.
Oh, they're adding Minecraft to the game.
Minecraft and Sonic. I guess
Maybe
you
I
could
don't wanna
say
check it out.
you gotta go craft. Well, I gotta laugh. That's all I want. That's all I want. Next, we're excited to reveal a brand new action RPG from Bandai Namco Studios. Embark on a journey across a dark fantasy world and uncover a vast story that eclipses time.
I wonder if this is the Scarlet Nexus team.
Yeah, I wonder. That's a good point, actually. Could be. Could very well be.
Time. For some, it heals.
Some Expedition 33 shit right there.
For others, it wounds. And for our world, it promises only oblivion. Our hopes lost long ago.
I mean, it looks interesting.
But you have the power
Not sure
to
how I
change
feel about
all
the
of
Doctor
this.
Strange rings, but you know.
The kind of
If
soft
time were a weapon to
nature of the
wield,
CG or what the characters look like. Like the costumes and stuff are fine. but
could you undo
people
the
parts-
sins of ruin?
Yeah.
but again,
In this
it's just
time,
a cutscene.
True. Very true.
or maybe the next, you'll find how to save us all.
Yeah, this has got to be the Scarlet Nexus team.
I mean, it certainly gives me similar vibes. So yeah, I would think so.
Code Vein 2. Yeah.
Nice, nice. I heard very good things about the first one, but I never actually played it.
Yeah. It wasn't too bad. Section 9 interactive.
Oh, this is different. Okay. Interesting.
This looks like a 3 version of Little Nightmares or something.
Kind of, yeah. I like the look of this, though. Like, different.
Some of the enemy designs remind me of. Oh wait, is this a sequel to that one game that had the collector's edition with the blobby thing?
Oh, I don't know.
End of Abyss. Okay.
Seems cool. I'll keep an eye on that one for sure.
That was a very moody, cool new game. That was End of Abyss, the debut title from Malmo, Sweden-based Section 9 Interactive, an atmospheric action-adventure game coming in 2026 to the Epic Games Store and consoles. Next, we'll step into the black and white world of rubber hose animation with Mouse P.I. for Hire, developed by first-time developer Fumi Games,
I've been waiting
by
for this
PlaySide,
one.
releasing
I've been
later this
waiting
year.
for this.
Here's a quick new look at the game and the reveal of a familiar voice.
There's something
Familiar
rotten
voice.
at the heart of Mouseburg.
Crooks beware. Detective Pepper's in the house.
There are those who would bend the city to their will,
Dumb wise guys and fake cheese wheels.
and those who do anything to save it.
They won't even know what hit them.
Yeah. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? It's Troy Baker. I didn't even need to hear the voice, and I knew.
I mean, this
Another
was the
role
easy
for
guess,
Troy
right?
Baker. All right, that's not all from PlaySide. Now comes the announcement of another ambitious project from this independent Australian developer. We've been talking to them for a while about this project, which builds on their recent launches of Kill Knight and Age of Darkness. But this takes things to a whole new level. It's a premium real-time strategy game built for PC based on one of the most iconic fantasy franchises in the world. Any guesses? Let's take a look.
Game of Thrones.
I mean, you would think
Yes,
so,
there's
yeah.
Jon Snow.
It's the... This is the... Oh...
Damn, that's really good CG.
It does, yeah. Yeah.
You may think you know how the game is played.
Is this the one that got advertised
This
before? Like the
is
Wild
not
Road
the
one?
game
Or is this
you
a different
know.
one?
It's a really nice idea doing a real-time strategy game as your mouse cursor's on the screen.
Oh, apologies.
This is your legacy. You decide who wins and who dies.
I mean, this is kind of better than the show.
John Slow, more like it. Here's the guy everybody wanted to play The Witcher.
Yes.
Oh, Jon Snow's alive? Sorry, I stopped watching the show. Oh, he's on his side now?
Game of Thrones. War
I mean, that could be quite a successful game if they get it right.
Yeah. But it's only going to be on PC, so WB is going to be complaining about the sales.
All right, now it is time for the global reveal of an FPS action adventure RPG.
Isn't that every... Oh, Munfish. Okay, this is the team behind Atomic Heart.
The great Silkovsky once said, one could count 1,000,000 billion suns in the known universe. So why do we deny other intelligent beings? It is said, if
So
they
this will
were
be
out
Atomic
there,
Heart
they
2.
would have visited Earth.
Unless it's a new IP from them.
I mean, I'm assuming it's...
Yeah, this is Atomic Heart 2. Yeah.
Wow.
My answer is, maybe they will visit
Feels
us.
like they got around
The
to this
time
one
has
pretty
not
quick.
come yet for this. The dawn of a new era. The era of Atomic Heart.
Nice.
2.
I don't know if you want to mute the music.
I will, yes. Let's just imagine that Queen is singing right now. Trailer looks really good.
Oh, I
though.
think the hero from the first one threw you the gun. They're going all out on this one.
I mean, it does look cool. I'll give them that. Gives some interesting vibes.
Like, don't they know these things are going to be streamed? Like, use some royalty-free music for your trailer, and then
Yeah. Is why I like trailers where they use in-game music, because then it's down to them whether they copyright it or not. You know.
All right, you can unmute it now.
Nice, thank you for letting me know.
That's right. Atomic Heart 2 is in active development at Munfish on Unreal Engine 5, a spiritual successor to the first game with a retro-futuristic world on a global scale. And this time there's
Oh,
a
a
greater
spiritual
emphasis
successor,
on
so it's
RPG
got no
elements
connection.
and player freedom.
Interesting.
But that, believe it or not, is not all from Munfish today.
Ooh.
Oh, Atomic Heart 2 for Switch 2.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it is.
It's in the sky, a giant cube. I can still barely believe it myself. When it showed up, I was in the lab. I didn't even see it.
You have an online shooter
You know,
with the map
I
changes?
felt that same fear, though. A terrible sense of my own powerlessness. How did the whole of humanity miss it? And did we actually miss it? What if the cube didn't appear, but
wonder if it's like an
revealed
extraction
itself?
shooter.
What if
Yeah,
it
I
was
wonder.
always there, and we've only just started to see it?
I mean, it certainly looks cool again.
Yeah. Cube. PCs and consoles, Atomic Universe. Okay.
Cute little guy. The Cube is yet another new project from Munfish, an MMORPG shooter set in the Atomic Universe on a massive
MMORPG
levitating cube you can
shooter.
see there,
Okay.
where the edges are constantly rotating to create unique gameplay combinations that are ever evolving.
That's
All
interesting.
right, let's jump into the Marvel Cosmic Invasion universe.
Yeah.
The new retro beat 'em up coming to PC and consoles this holiday with multiplayer fun for up to 4 players.
Yeah, I
You can
got
pick
code
between
coming for this.
15 Marvel characters
Nice.
to play, but so far, only 7 have been revealed. Well, now it's time to meet the next 2.
Rocky Raccoon. She-Hulk. Just so good.
Yeah, I mean, this does look pretty cool. Like, I like these retro style games that have made a comeback lately.
This isn't hell
Oh,
or my world.
What
is this place?
I cannot wait for this game.
Also,
Fingers crossed you can get 2 codes.
you don't have a chance.
Yeah, I will. Hopefully, when the time comes, for sure. I mean, it looks great. I'll be honest.
Not enough. I need more. Pick your battle.
I am interested to see how far they're going to go in terms of difficulty, because obviously the franchise does have somewhat of a history of that.
Yeah. Like in the second one, when you die 3 times, it lets you go easy on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the thing is, the only thing that was difficult about the originals was the fact that some boss arenas are so small and then have 4 camera angles.
Yes.
Sasaki Ganyu.
Who are you? Nice.
2026.
That was a new look at Onimusha Way of the Sword, which we announced back in December at the TGAs. It is coming in 2026 and will be playable this summer at Gamescom. Now let's completely switch gears. You guys all know I love my puppets.
If
And
it
this
will be
next
playable at
project is one I've been
Gamescom,
tracking for a
that
few
means it's
years.
probably
As a
early
team
next
at
year.
Son String Studios is using Unreal Engine 5 to create an insane digital puppeteering pipeline. It's actually a thing. What you're about to see is running completely in real time in Unreal, and I cannot wait to play it. Here is an unexpected new game announcement that combines comedic storytelling and arcade fighting action. Check this out.
Fuzzy, the tournament of a million punches, you'll get yourself killed!
What in the world is this?
All right, you little sick of fuzzy shit. Show me what you got. What? If you're gonna be champ, we gotta transform you. Why are you even here? Don't waste my time.
Save us, Fuzzy, or we'll die!
Attaboy. Attaboy. Eat bread, crap, burnt toast, carb load. This meat ain't gonna beat itself. I've been taking dumps in there all day. Jeff.
What in the world is this, Jeff? What are we watching? I have no idea what that was that I just saw.
Super fun. Got to wish list that, right? All right, well, next it's time to see the announcement of a brand new game, In Deception We Trust.
An ancient white castle deep in the mountains, lost to time and legend. Only the chosen find their way here. Gathered from every corner of the earth, divided yet bound. Wolves and lambs. Engaged in a perilous dance of wits, a game where truth is but a shadow. Enough theatrics, I'll get to the point. Killer Inn is a murder mystery action game. The killers lurk elusively in plain sight. Kill someone and a clue will remain. Hair, fingerprints, blood, clothes. The lambs
that's
scramble
actually
to
quite
find
cool.
clues, one step closer to unmasking the culprits. Who is guilty will eventually come to light. Wolves win by killing every lamb. Lambs win by booting out every wolf. Such simple rules.
So it's
But there's so
basically
much
Among
more to
Us,
this game of murderous
but
mystery.
in a different
Complete
way.
quests to level up. Buy items with the gold you earn. Loot chests for weapons and armor. Steal items. blow
werewolf
up
is
opponents.
like
Poison
one of
others.
the
Place
original
traps.
ideas of
Discover
that.
one of your own is a
True.
wolf. Is killing not to your taste? Then you'd better escape the castle. Now
Posting
the
those
paths
news
to
for
victory are
Code Vein
clear. You would do well to remember,
Nice.
deceit and deduction are your strongest weapons in this game of life or death. Your invitation awaits.
That was Killer Inn, a 24-player multiplayer game from Square Enix where you compete in a game of life or death using social deduction skills to win. All right, it's hard to
24
believe this
player?
next
How are you
game
gonna
was
get
first
that much
announced at
matchmaking when the
TGA
game
in
starts to tank?
2021.
Yeah,
I know
I
it's been a
know.
while. Their recent tech tests prove that some things are definitely worth the wait. I'm, of course, talking about Arc Raiders. This is one of the most anticipated
Yes.
games of the year, and we're excited to share a new trailer which will tell you more about the
This I
mystery
actually
surrounding
was
the world of
interested in when they
Speranza
first
and the
showed it years
long-awaited
ago.
launch date coming later this year. From Embark Studios, here's the world premiere of the release date trailer for Arc Raiders.
I saw that's like an extraction shooter.
Kind of, yeah. I think so.
Breathe. Let your body settle into a slower rhythm. Clear your mind of all distractions. You don't have to walk this path alone. Surround yourself with resourceful friends. Here, you are in control.
October 30th. Okay.
That's right, everyone. Arc Raiders
I
is
just
coming
like the
October
vibes of
30th,
that game.
2025 for PC and console. Congrats to Embark Studios. All right, Dune fans, now you can finally step onto the world of Arrakis yourself. Dune Awakening combines the survival and MMO genres with a thrilling cinematic story. It arrives on PC in just a few days on June 10th, but you can play it right now in Steam Advanced Access. Here is a brand new look.
You a fan of Doom, Jeff?
Not at all.
think I'm doing some coverage of this game for our friends at the Austerhaven. So I am interested to jump into it.
I saw my world fall to ash, consumed by the void.
Alright, so we got 3 players.
Try as I might to call their advance.
What is this?
'Twas all for naught.
Elden Ring Night Rain, it looks like.
Some say time stops for no one. Neither man nor God, living nor dead. Yet what then of those who deigned to turn back the hands of fate? To save what remains of our broken worlds, you need only take my hand. Return to the past, where your journey awaits.
Okay, interesting. I've heard some people speaking about this one recently, but yeah, I haven't looked into it before.
But the true lead of the story has yet to emerge.
This looks like a very
Whatever's coming next
Scott
cannot
Adams
be
game.
easy.
I will never forget my cause.
What is more compelling to you, sir?
Just as he once came to me, filling that dark
Oh, is this
tunnel
that
with light.
game that just launched on Steam Early Access?
What
Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe.
Start or something.
So I hear you're looking for someone?
The victors show no mercy to the defeated. People here despise weakness, worship strength, and crave glory.
I never doubted that you'd end up here. I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for
Quivering
Septimont
Waves.
this time?
A rat in the vessel.
Yeah.
Such a tiny nuisance.
I mean, I like Focus Home
I just-
stuff.
I know all your secrets.
Just posted news on this the other day.
I like these kind of games, though. They're good.
And
Lays it
don't
down
come
now.
back.
Nice. That was interesting. Did you see that
That's
branding?
Mio
Xbox
Memories
PC.
in Orbit, a stunning new Metroidvania platformer that has a demo on Steam you can play right now as part of Next Fest. What you're about to see next is a stop-motion co-op platformer where everything has been crafted by hand. It's called Out of Words, and I'm honored to show it to you today.
That's actually quite cool.
Oh, they can't talk. It's a Fortnite-like.
big fan of these stop motion kind of things. Okay.
What a really unique and different game. This August signals the release of Mafia: The Old Country, the next entry in the acclaimed Mafia franchise from the team at Hangar 13. It's a gritty mob story set in the brutal underworld of 1900 Sicily. Here is the Summer Game Fest trailer.
Betrayal burns because it can
Especially with it being a linear game, not open world.
An enemy can't hurt you like
Can't wait for a good story.
Who are you?
Sono Enzo. I work here. My friends, my family, my beautiful daughter, Isabella.
Don Torrisi looks out for people around here. Sometimes the client is feeling less than cooperative and we need to,
Teach them a lesson.
remind them of their obligations.
This is between us and Spadaro. Where I come from, commitment means everything. If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be.
The Dons noticed you, Enzo. This is an opportunity.
Do you wish to commit to this family?
Enzo! We can't let them get away!
When Isabella became involved, it became our business.
Biggie Puttana!
This family, loyalty is everything.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
And who are you, Enzo?
It was a good story.
And if you thought
trailer.
that guy was a stud, just wait till you see this next game. LEGO Voyagers captures the creative, hands-on spirit of classic LEGO play and will also support a Friends Pass, just
Wait
like
till
Split
you see
Fiction.
this next
Here's
game.
the first ever look.
Lego Voyagers. Oh wow.
Okay, yeah, it's the builder's journey where it looked literally like Lego.
I mean, cool, I guess. Not really my type of thing, but... Cool.
Hello, Summer Game Fest! I'm Carolyn Lawrence, voice actor for a few familiar faces you might have grown up with on Nickelodeon. Some with squirrel suits, thank you. Some with science smarts, and some with serious attitude. Nickelodeon has always been about wild worlds and weirder characters. And while I'm mostly sworn to secrecy today,
Mostly
I am
sworn
thrilled to have a
secrecy.
hand in revealing something that brings a lot of those characters together like never before. I hope you enjoy the first look at Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. Yee-haw!
Dandy.
A great evil would emerge. However, a brave and wise and powerful and ridiculously handsome wizard would call upon his magic powers to summon the most ferocious, most awesome, most totally radical team of adventurers the land had ever seen. They alone would be able to Imagination! Doobie Doober!
Better.
I mean, I've got a
It's been almost
good
2
connection
years
with
since
Nicktoons.
players first
Yes,
stepped into the role of
yeah.
Geppetto's puppet to save the city of Krat from disease and puppet frenzy in Lies of P. Overture is a DLC expansion to Lies of P that transports players back in time with new characters, environments, and of course, imposing enemies and bosses. Here's the exclusive new look.
Yeah, I gotta find the first one cheaper because they're adding the difficulty settings now.
Yeah, I did see it was on sale the other day. So I might pick this up at some point as well. Because I have heard only good things about it, so...
Yeah, I got pretty far and then I got stuck on a wall with one enemy.
Oh, that's a shame. I'm just going to open my window because it's very hot in here.
Oh, available today.
That's cool. A shadow drop of a long-awaited
Yes,
DLC.
that's right. Overture is available today across all platforms to play, so enjoy it this weekend. All right, next up, the
Wonder if we
small
have a
video game
connection
publisher
at all
Serenity
with any of
Forge,
these
based in
guys,
Boulder,
like New Wiz
Colorado,
or anything?
shared this game with
Yeah,
me a
I
few
wonder,
months back with
actually.
a
I'm
DM
not
that
sure.
said, Doki Doki Literature Club meets Silent Hill. That piqued my interest. I think you might get a kick out of this announcement, too.
I sit at the front of the dinner table where you used to be. My plate's full. Plates of food. Plates of tomatoes. Plates of egg. Plates of angels. Plates of her legs. Beautiful. Broken. Plates of flowers.
I mean, this is just...
Plates. The garden is lush and green, and everything's focused. Dinner's ready. There's a hunger that feeds and blooms, and I will feed, and I will bloom.
I wouldn't recommend eating those tomatoes. All right, NCSoft is expanding its Blade and Soul universe. Let's take a look at the rich lore and dynamic action in Blade and Soul Neo, just out on Steam, and Blade and Soul Heroes coming soon.
I feel like we've hit the slower part of the show now. Excuse me.
What?
Oh, okay. Is this? I mean, the art is cool. Sure it's my type of game, but I do like the art style.
I've heard of Seven Deadly Sins before.
Yeah, I have as well, yeah.
.6 is available today.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
Human Creator is now fully integrated into Unreal Engine.
You're seeing me live in real time. Squid Game will be coming to UEFN.
It started with an Epic Mega Grant, and it's now a serious contender for Game of the Year.
That Manchester Night will be exclusively on the Epic Game Store.
Stream there.
We find a way.
End of Abyss does look cool. I am interested in that one for sure.
We altered the course of nature, unleashed genetic power across continents.
Jurassic World,
Now
a new Jurassic World game.
It is up to us to
Yes,
nurture
Park
what
3
we
or
have
something.
set free, to
I
find hope.
I think it's
within
Jurassic
this
World Evolution,
chaos.
right? I think it's what they call it.
I'm supposed to have Atomic
Well,
Part
to
2
help
news.
life find a way.
I mean, you know me, I do like these kind of park builder games, so maybe I'll play this one. It's been a little while since I didn't play the second one, but I did play the first one, so maybe I'll play this one.
Hi, I'm Celia from Yacht Club Games.
Hey, Celia.
10 years ago, we broke new ground with our first game, Shovel Knight.
Yes, you
Today, I'm thrilled to share a
new
world
ground.
premiere look at our next IP, Mina the Hollower. Mina continues our traditions of refining retro gameplay for a new generation. It's a bone-chilling adventure that it blends intense combat, free roaming exploration, and precise platforming. As Mina, a whip-wielding hollower, you'll burrow through danger and unravel the mysteries of a cursed island. A decade ago, we unearthed a groundbreaking legend. This year, we're bringing our next bona fide classic.
I mean, again, it's these retro games, or these retro style games, obviously have had a renaissance over the last decade, so I expect this one will do well. Ooh, okay.
All right. This is a special one. Our next game comes from a well-known developer that has done... Yeah. Kyle Bossman, everyone. Final Bossman. All right. Well, let me see what this says. Oh. Hey, Jeffy. If you're reading this, it means 3 things.
Yellow.
Number 1, you're killing it at the fest with your oodles of totally natural charisma. Debatable. B, I'm at your house playing long darts with the fam. And 3, you're going to do me a solid and skip that Silk Song trailer so you can pimp my revolutionary VR gaming venture that will shock the industry probably. A wet one on the lips, comma, Wade.
Wow.
All right, let's take a look.
Ooh, Red Band trailer. Hell yeah. Handcrafted with cuddles by the Merc with a MetaQuest. Kick back and bask in the glory of gaming's first quintuple A tropical farming sim experience. Oh, hi, new friend.
I am going to mute for a second just because of music, but...
And besides, it's not even Ryan Reynolds anyway.
Yeah. I mean, really though, Deadpool VR game, like, don't get me wrong, yes, VR is cool, but come on.
If it comes to PlayStation VR, maybe.
Yeah. Late 2025.
I'm craving Korean barbecue now. Is that weird? Whoa!
Yeah, that was a really nice joke.
With Neil Patrick Harris as Deadpool. All right. Next year at
Neil
Gamescom,
Patrick Harris,
we
okay.
announced Dying Light the Beast, the culmination of
Neil
a
Patrick
decade of
Harris has played
Techland's
both
experience
Spider-Man
building survival
and
horror games. Kyle Crane is back as the player character in this title that blends open world and action survival horror. Let's take a look at the latest trailer with some big news, the release date.
What game is this, did he say?
Sure.
Dying Like the Beast?
So far, there hasn't been like a WoW game.
Yeah, this is Dying Like the Beast. I'm looking forward to this one.
Tell me about the Baron.
He's a narcissistic sociopath. He's experimenting on humans like they're lab rats. God only knows what the Baron's planning to do with those monsters.
I don't care how high his walls are or how big his army is. That fucker will pay for what he did to me. All the years he took from me. All the agony he put me through.
You want revenge?
Damn right I do!
That trailer.
Oh, sooner than I thought. August 22nd.
Kyle, E&F is an old chemical factory south of the city. The Baron's men operate out of there.
Then I'll go there and fucking kill him.
There's the big news. Dying Like the Beast is coming on August 22nd, Gamescom week. All right. This next game draws inspiration from classic coming-of-age films to capture the highs and lows of adolescence, the bonds of friendship, and the nostalgia of growing up. Mixtape comes from Beethoven and Dinosaur, and Annapurna Interactive. And this is your exclusive new look at this game that plays like a love letter to teenage memories.
This is the game made by the people who did that other music-based game. I am going to mute it because it will have licensed music.
I've got to get out of this place.
So I apologize for that, but we don't want to get a copyright strike, really. Yeah, what was that other music-based game? It was like a sci-fi side-scrolling one where you jumped and things like that. It was on Game Pass. I forget the name of it now, but it was good. And this is another game by that team. That's cool. There you go. Told you there would be lots of licensed music.
That's like the soundtrack I was expecting out of Lost Records.
Yes. Yeah. Coming soon. I mean, with a name like Mixtape, you have to have a good soundtrack, right?
I trust you have seen it. A beautiful world where harmony reigns. Will you struggle until your last fleeting moment? Your destinies are sealed. There is no escaping them.
That is why we must end you. Right here and now.
On your guard.
This is gorgeous. Take this. And just getting started. Let's put it into action.
The surge of power. Savor each moment.
Now, get ready.
Is it roguelike?
Everyone, are you with me?
Does it look like they were getting
We will
like...
live on in this world.
It did, yeah, it did.
No matter what hardships await. We fight for a future filled with hope. Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree.
Game called Toa.
A beautiful game. That was the global announcement of Toa, a new roguelike from Bandai Namco and developer
roguelike,
Brownies, a game
yeah.
drawing from classic Japanese art with a whimsical spin on Eastern mysticism. Next, we want to introduce you to a game made by a first-time solo developer in Bandung, Indonesia. With the help of 9 of his friends, he's built an intense action beat-em-up with brutal hand-to-hand combat set in his hometown. This is Axe of Blood.
Guy with the help of 9 of his friends.
Justice, no peace. Just names on the wall. The hunt isn't over.
Not until I kill them all.
This looks like a more ambitious version of that one game that was made by that one developer. No. Well, kind of, yeah. I mean, it kind of looks like Sifu, but in terms of like a small scale type of thing.
Yes.
There was that where you played that. It was an undercover cop on rooftops and shit. But yeah, it definitely looks like Sifu.
I mean, I'll definitely be trying this one out for sure.
Really good.
I just hope it's actually as good as it looks.
Once they show Spine on this showing, Spine looks so much better.
Yeah.
That's also made by Baker
5.1.
Oh, Entropy Zero. I've heard of those guys.
Summer next year. See, but
Amazing
games
what
like
these
that
solo
you should
devs could do
support.
today.
Solo
Now it is time for
developers,
the reveal of the
tiny
next
dev
game from
teams.
Montreal-based Tribute Games, the makers of TMNT Shredder's Revenge and Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which you saw a little bit earlier. If you're like me, you've been waiting for more than a decade for this reveal.
More than a decade.
Oh, that was what's his name? Maybe not.
Is this?
Oh. Scott Pilgrim.
That's cool.
Why are they doing a fucking sequel to Scott Pilgrim? That's awesome. It'd be neat if they got the whole voice cast. So 7 characters. Fuck yeah.
Cannot wait for that.
Scott Pilgrim's back with his fist flying in a brand new brawling adventure in EX. You'll battle through space-time and the streets of my hometown of Toronto with Scott, Ramona, and 5 of their former rivals in this online 4-player co-op adventure with a story written by Scott Pilgrim creator Brian Lee O'Malley. All right, we're going to be right back. But first, we have a very special message from Maggie Robertson, TGA winner in 2021 for her performance in Resident Evil Village.
It's gonna be Resi 9, isn't it?
Ah, there you are. Wait long. We've been preparing delightful ways to make you suffer. So enter the village if you dare. We've slashed the price to be lower than ever for you simple little man things. Still thirsty? Worry not, you ungrateful wretch. There's plenty more fun to go around.
Really just a Capcom
Now cease
sell.
this foolishness
For
and make your
Resi.
decision wisely.
You've entered the adverts portion.
Yeah, I kind of stopped playing First Descendant just because, like, the bosses, once you start getting into, like, hard mode,
Yeah.
were really freaking hard.
That's fair.
I want to keep playing it, 'cause it's fucking great. Oh, they're adding vehicles? Should jump back in and see if people are cheesing those bosses now.
Yeah, people are cheesing the bosses.
Yeah, because eventually you get to a
Since
point where
the dawn
everybody's
of
so powerful
time,
that they just carry everyone.
Humankind
Yeah,
has been
true.
obsessed with the hard.
in a world.
Now,
Killing
a
Floor
glorious
3?
morning has dawned. On something that's simply harder.
Did you unmute the stream?
Yeah, I should have done, yeah. Yeah, it's unmuted. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I don't know what that was.
I mean, what the hell is this video game?
Oh,
Scum, full launch.
Yeah.
That's been in early access for years. Oh, mine's like.
Did you hear what happened on the? Did you hear what happened on this game?
2 of the people left,
Both,
right?
like they're. Yeah, there's like 2 top people left.
Come with me.
Oh, listen to the song before I mute it.
At first, I thought it was just broken synapses in my head.
This is Gears of War song.
It is.
Don't use it. Stop it. Stop it.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I still personally can't wait to play this. I think it looks good. I know it's had a lot of hate, but
I hope I get code for it, but
yeah, I'm trying, so I'll try and get you one as well.
but I'm busy right now, okay?
Right, unmute.
Right, you can have
Ooh.
And there's
Ooh.
Well, yeah, of course there's Hitman stuff.
I mean, yeah, because IOI is the.
I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of IO Interactive. We can't wait for you to discover Mindside when it launches on June the 10th from Builder Rocket Boy and IO partners. And yes, you may have noticed Agent 47 will be contracted for a very special assignment in Red Rock City. This week...
That's cool. Ooh, here we go.
This week we finally revealed 007 First Light to the world, and your reactions were heartwarming. It's coming in 2026, but we want to make the wait more exciting. We are bringing someone into Hitman, the World of Assassination, who is very dear to the Bond universe. Let's take a look.
Who's it gonna be?
Team Judi Dench.
Your target is the elusive Shadow Banker, known only as Le Chiffre. A financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal
Mads
underworld.
Mikkelsen.
He has arranged a high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarchique in Paris. Our
That's
clients
cool.
have deemed this unacceptable.
I've invited these people for a reason. I know their weaknesses. Mr. Rengang, he's too impatient, and Miss Bai, well, she likes a drink. Don't know about the newcomer, Mr. Smith, though. He's the only wild card. Well, this is turning into an interesting evening.
Welcome to the VIP room here at the Casino Monarchique.
Reaper. Unusual name.
Names are for friends. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Le Chiffre?
June 6th to July 6th.
There you have it. Hitman and 007 are coming together in a very unexpected way.
We know our players waited a long time for 007 First Light. It's just around the corner, coming out next year. However, Hitman is live right now. So I thought, why wait? And I asked a fellow Danish friend to join me here. As a matter of fact, he is here with us today.
It's Mads
That's
there
right,
right
everyone at
now.
Summer Game Fest. Please welcome the great Mads Mikkelsen.
I do love Mads Mikkelsen.
Good to see you, Mads. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for coming to Summer Game Fest. Mads, you are Cliff, but you're also Agent 47's next target as Le Chiffre, the villain we know from Casino Royale.
Yep, that's it. And you know, this is, I've always had a deep love for this character. It's a role that means a lot to me because of a lot of reasons. So when Haggard gave me the chance to step into the shoes of Le Chiffre once again, I did not hesitate for 1 second. But this time is a little different. He's more confident. He's dangerous. He's not just a brilliant mind hiding behind a desk. He is visceral, unpredictable, and ruthless. And let's just say this time he doesn't outsource the violence anymore.
So this mission is set in a casino in Paris. We want to make an homage to the movie Casino Royale while keeping surprises for our players. James Bond and Agent 47 have very different set of skills, and the mission will be handled in very different creative ways.
Yeah, he's not going to beat me in poker. He's going to figure something else out.
So I guess it is not just about the shot, it's about the bluffing around the table this time?
Yeah, sure, exactly. It's Le Chiffre is always like 2 steps ahead of you. He reads you before you read him, so it's a little like bringing a chess player to a poker game.
We built the mission to allow several parts, unexpected characters, appearances, and even custom poker mechanics.
Wow, all right, well, when do we get to play this?
That's the best part. We wanted to surprise you, so the team is updating the game as we speak. Le Chiffre, Elusive Target mission starts today in a few hours.
Well, I mean the date's behind them.
For only 30 days, and if you play it, you will unlock a unique reward in 007 First Light.
Amazing. All right. Well, Hakan Mods, thanks for joining us for Summer Game Fest. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks for having
me.
me.
So much.
Thank you.
Great to see you. Great stuff. All right, now here's the announcement of a new party game coming later this year that will delight LEGO fans, made with over 1 million LEGO bricks, 300 minifigures, and over 700 trillion minifigure combinations.
It's Saturday night somewhere, so make some noise for LEGO Party!
Get ready
For a nail-biting competition.
We're minifigures, Dad. We don't have nails. It's an action-packed contest to collect the most golden bricks.
Now they're trying to take on Mario.
Or hindered by evil monsters.
Or lightly toasted by a flying lizard with wings.
That's a dragon, Ted. And what about our amazing mini-games, Ted?
See, if Sony was smart, they would make a party game like this out of Astrobot with all of the characters that you have.
Yeah, they would actually. That's a good idea.
Because, like, it's built to be a platformer, so, like, why not have, like, little mini games? You have, like, the different powers and stuff, like, you both shrink and have to get through things.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea.
A giant crab, a mythical king cobra, or Master Wu smashing a crate.
Those were literally just on screen, Ted.
Wow! We've got all that and more in LEGO Party!
I don't know where they got the name idea from.
Whoa, that is looking mighty tasty.
I mean, it will do well because it's Lego and it's on multiple platforms.
All right, next, a new look at a new team shooter from Dreamhaven and Moonshot Games. 20 players across 5 ships venture into the most treacherous region of space, hoping to get their hands on the artifact. The game is called Wildgate, and the open beta starts next week during Steam Next Fest. And we're also very happy to announce the game will launch on July 24th for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Let's see what it means to get into some serious space shenanigans.
Danger. Reactor overload.
Like, if they made, like, Concorde, but with a better aesthetic. Like the space kind of stuff.
Laser round installed.
This feels bad.
Now their ship is flying.
Okay.
Is that the artifact?
This'll be good.
Good thing that wasn't our ship.
I'm proud to reveal to you the next game from Toronto-based Drinkbox Studios, the team behind the Guacamelee series and Nobody Saves the World. They're making a full 3D game that can be played alone or with a friend in co-op. You can find out more during Day of the Devs right after the show, but for now, here is the global reveal of Blighted.
Looking over this decaying world, one can only wonder, how did it all come to this? It began with the ancient rituals.
Yeah, I played Nobody Saves the World for a little bit. It was okay.
From the trees of memory. Those who ate of the fruit saw the lives they lived and passed their knowledge to future generations until Sorcisto, in his lust for power, consumed the brains of the living, spreading this blight. You harbor it too, I see.
Ooh, this looks pretty.
Yeah, it does. I really like the art. Very vibrant.
I wonder if it's a roguelike. What's the multiplayer? So maybe.
Should you fall, pray the vultures consume you before the
I wonder if
blight
this will
does.
come to Game Pass as well, because the world did. That's not that bad.
No, it doesn't. No.
There is more Blighted coming up right after the show in Day of the Devs. All right, next is a first-person survival action horror game from Team Clout. It's a new team of 50 with founders in Canada and Armenia. They partnered with the new Munfish Powerhouse label to bring this insane Unreal Engine 5 game to life with unpredictable monsters and visceral dismemberment. Here is your first look.
Interesting, okay. I like the sound of it.
Oh, Munfish. I wonder why they didn't show it before.
It's because they are only publishing this one, they're not developing it.
Yeah, but it could have been a Munfish block.
True.
Lots of butts. This is sick.
Yeah, this definitely looks like something I would play. That's cool. He literally just shot off the arm. Okay.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Tiny little baby. Oh yeah, kick the baby. Don't kick the baby.
Poor
That
little
was
babies.
brilliant.
All right, Mecha Break is one of 2025's most anticipated shooters, with its previous beta amassing over 300,000 concurrent players on Steam and 3 million players in total.
was not
in this game, you
expecting
explore
that.
a
Just
sci-fi
kick the
universe
baby
of pilots, powerful mechs with immersive aerial and ground combat. As a top wish-listed game, players are clamoring to know just one thing. When
Mecha
is
Break
the
isn't
release
really
date?
my thing,
Well,
but I know
here's
that our
Mecha
good
Break's
friend
latest
Keith
trailer
Mitchell
with
was
the
looking
answer
forward to this one.
we've been waiting for.
That looks really good. What am I
Growing
playing?
Martian zones force the Thalassic Federation
前例のない異常気象が相次いで起きています。
to advance its Project Enterprise.
In this next title, small-scale players traverse the oversized world around them, filled with local wildlife and hostile machines. Built by a small 8-person studio, this is Infinitesimals.
Mechanicals approaching.
We must now face a stark reality.
Did they say this was made by 8 people?
Yep. The industrial civilization we were expecting to join.
Ooh, excuse me. It's grounded with guns.
Whatever it takes, we find a way.
Not bad for being made by 8 people.
Yeah, I was impressed.
2026 marks the 30th anniversary of a legendary video game franchise that I think we all know very well. Please check this out.
Half-Life 3.
Happy birthday.
Here we go.
Here it is.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And to celebrate early, a special message from Takeuchi-san.
マギーさんありがとうございます。カプコン竹内です。皆様のおかげでバイオハザードも30周年を迎えることができました。ありがとうございます。さて、お待たせしているバイオハザードの最新作なんですが、もう少しだけ、あと瞬きするぐらいの間だけお待ちいただければと思います。それでは、これからもバイオハザードシリーズよろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。
I need a glass of wine too. All right. Thank you, Takeuchi-san, for that very special message. We cannot wait for when the time is right to share more leading into the anniversary of Resident Evil. Now it is time for the next big update for a beloved franchise.
Kenny Omega.
Oh. Is it gonna be
AW Play Forever 2?
No. Oh, what's it called?
Oh. He's dressed up as
yeah, he likes the big fighting game guy, right?
Yeah. Crimson Viper. Yes. Nice to see C Viper in 2025.
Oh my god.
What is this for?
Street Fighter 6.
Mm-hmm.
C Viper is coming. Oh my fucking god.
That's cool.
Oh fuck yes, I've been okay. I'm gonna be getting back into Street Fighter 6 once C Viper comes in. Is this Deathloop?
This is that other game. Oh, what was it called? I think this is it anyway.
Oh, C Viper's coming back, baby.
Jeff is happy. That's all he needed from this show.
I kind of almost want to get the Street Fighter 6 Fancy Edition on Switch 2 and just play it there.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that myself.
I want to see if I've got just a bunch of stuff I can just trade in that's like expendable.
Countdown begins.
Adios. Oh, C Viper looks so good. Can you reach out to your Capcom guy and get us official news for the Street Fighter 6 stuff?
Yeah, I will be able to, yeah. That's fine.
Okay.
Wish list now.
Last Flag, okay.
That was Last Flag, a new online action game from the new indie studio.
Reach out to your
Night
Capcom
Street
guy
Games,
and see if
which
you
is
can get
the
me.
ultimate game of capture
Oh yeah, I
the flag
might.
set in the
Yeah, that I
1970s
didn't even
Ubisoft.
think of that.
The
Yeah,
closed
let me.
alpha
I'll
will be
see if I
starting
can.
later this year.
Yeah.
Next, we have a beautiful new trailer for a Souls-like action RPG game developed in
Yes.
China
Yeah,
by
I can still
Lenzi
ask.
Wuchang Fallen Feathers, which is launching on July 24th.
Oh,
Here's
this
a
looks
look.
so good.
Yes, this does.
I'm
look
excited
good.
that we can probably get code for this too.
Yeah, we probably can. Yeah.
Is this bloodshed really what you wanted?
Oh, Crimson Viper. Hey, that's my announcement of the show right there. Because
Yeah.
Crimson Viper is literally my third favorite Street Fighter
Fate is
character.
all set in stone. You can't change how it ends.
Just do me a favor, Jeff, and make sure you cover this trailer for news, okay?
Yeah, they should be sending me the news for this.
This looks so good. This.
Alright, I posted the Scott Pilgrim news and Stephanie replied, yes! And we should get all the stuff through Munfish as well too. Because I've got a
Nice. Nice.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get that screen of
What will
Crimson
it
Viper
take?
again, and that's gonna be my freaking
Finally
wallpaper.
Awaken you.
Cannot wait for that.
Yeah,
And it's going to
this
be on
looks
Game Pass
sick.
as well, right? This. Brass Lion.
Oh, Crimson Viper's back. Fuck yes. I'm gonna have to watch Maximilian do a stream of this to see. Did you see him react
I did
to
see his
Marvel,
reaction. Yeah.
Volcon?
Yeah, he lost his mind.
Yeah.
Where is the Wu-Tang Clan?
Oh, this is the Wu-Tang game.
Find them.
This was an Xbox game originally. That's
They're
what...
probably roasting Mike Minaldi right now because of Wu-Tang.
So yeah, this was meant to be an Xbox game originally, I believe.
Isn't that the history of the Wu-Tang games? Because like the Wu-Tang game that came out before used to be Thrill Kill.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck, that looks good.
Ghostface Killer is calling on you to rescue his Wu brothers. Wu-Tang Rise of the Receiver is a new co-op action RPG with anime-style fighting, and it's the debut title from the 53-member Brass Lion Entertainment. Now, here's a new look at Guild Wars 2, which has new updates, including player housing, and is free to play. This weekend, to celebrate SGF, you can take advantage of double XP all weekend long.
My calling takes me far from home, where shared struggles form fast bonds.
My greatest advantage? Adaptability. Their greatest weakness? Me. My story.
My story. My story is yours.
Guild Wars 2? Like, dude, bring that to console.
You're never gonna guess what happened. I took a bullet, I died, I came back. And I met Johnny Silverhand. Chip. Long story.
Here is another game throwing back to a classic animation style. Enter a surreal world where you're a down-on-his-luck outcast who has to battle his inner demons, literally, in this action roguelike. Here's Into the Unwell.
I was just replying to an email.
No worries, I'm posting a ton of news right now.
This is what happens for people who don't know, who might be watching this stream, whether it's right now or later. When these shows happen and you work in the industry, you tend to get loads of emails at the same time.
Another relapse, huh? Get well soon.
Well, this looks different.
Maybe it's too much for someone like you.
This Cuphead.
It's like Cuphead meets Tom and Jerry, kind of.
Yeah.
So the main character's gonna be like...
Delusional. It won't always be so easy.
The chili.
You still look a little unwell.
No coffee stain.
Yeah.
Getting news on that one.
Splitgate.
I have no interest in Splitgate.
I know some
Hey guys,
people who
I'm
really
Ian
like
Prue,
it,
the
but
co-founder of 1047
yeah.
Games. When we started Splitgate in our dorm room, we just wanted to make a game.
I
we could
was
play with
worried
our
about it
friends,
for a
and 20
second,
million
and then
of
I
you
saw
played with
what it
us.
actually said.
Now, with the help from our amazing community, we've built Splitgate 2. Why? Because I grew up playing Halo, and I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year, and I wish we could have Titanfall 3.
And I wish we could have Titanfall 3.
With Splitgate 2, we asked ourselves, how would we take Portals to the next level? What if you could portal to entirely different worlds? So we combined the action, movement, and gunplay of arena shooters with the scale and intensity of something much bigger. Splitgate Battle Royale launches free right now, and it's fucking awesome.
All right, let's see their Battle Royale.
Just look at that water placement. Expertly done. This is the epitome of sport. They are splitting savants and jetpack geniuses. The movement is so fluid, so fast, you can't stop it, you can't catch.
And he complete the comeback. He's going to try. He shoots. He gets the kill. Now that's how you portal.
They're not done yet. They got one. They got another. They're going to do it. They're going to see that on the way. Oh my God!
They did it. They actually did it.
Music going, oh my god. Okay, yeah, it's music from the Arcane people, and
Yes.
or the song there. I'm trying to talk over it, and oh my god, the music's
I've muted
going.
it, don't
There's
worry.
Splitgates, and there's...
I mean, luckily it only caught a couple of seconds before I muted it, so we should be fine.
Alright, I'll replace the bullets. Pew pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Bang, bang.
I mean, I probably should try this game, but I didn't play the first one. Maybe I should give it a go.
Yeah, like the Battle Royale mode at least would probably be okay, but the arena shooter stuff, I'm like, nah, I'll just play Halo.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, you can unmute it.
I can unmute it now.
Now we are honored to showcase the latest project from the talented minds at RGG Studio in Japan.
RGG.
Virtual
The
Fighter.
Kings. Or is it that other weird game that we don't know what it is? Oh. But yeah, this is that other one.
Is it?
This is that other one.
I was gonna say I thought this was that fighter from VG.
It kind of looked like a samurai. When they first showed it, it was like he looked like he was like a samurai, but maybe this is like whatever's replacing Judgment.
Yeah, I remember that trailer, yeah.
But at this point, I trust RGG so much that I'm so in for this game.
Yeah, especially since it's a new game from them that's not in the same city that's like over and over and over again.
Yes. And also in a different time period, which is nice.
Got a name?
Mako Daito.
Daito. A Jap then, huh?
Don't I look like one?
You're not? So, what are you then?
Sana. 俺が知りてえや。
Okay. Stranger then. Okay.
Stranger Than Heaven. On the record.
You saw it at TGA last year as Project Century set in 1915, and now the full name has been revealed. Stranger Than Heaven, the brand new title from RGG Studio. This time it's now 1943, and knowing RGG, I'm sure more surprises are surely on the way.
That's true. The first
All right, well,
trailer
we're
was
almost
in a
done here,
different
but we
time
do
period
have
again.
one
So you're going to
final,
be jumping
very
between
special
time
Google
periods?
game announcement to share with all of you who've been waiting. Today, we've showcased a lot of projects from teams around the world, including many brand new studios, and we're proud of that. But this one comes from a studio that is no stranger to delivering blockbuster games time and again.
Which one
When I
is
first
it?
got a glimpse at this project last summer, I was absolutely blown away by the scale, scope, and ambition of this developer's vision. And while there are many places, really any place, this game could have been revealed, we are so deeply honored that we get to share it with the world right here at Summer Game Fest.
PlayStation, I expect.
Half-Life 3.
That's a FBI.
Yeah. Agent, bring up a file for Gordon Freeman. I need it on my desk in 5 minutes.
Better not be what I think it is.
What do you think it is? Oh, wait. If they hadn't already said the Resident Evil 9 thing, I would have said that probably would have been Rose.
Grace. They said unidentified disease.
Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
What do you think it is?
They said unidentified disease in a newspaper report.
Yeah.
So,
Well, no, because earlier they said Resident Evil 9 will be shown at a later date when it's ready.
yeah, but not something else.
Yeah.
Something else.
If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3.
Show me
2
the
days
studio.
tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
Is it going to be Silent Hill?
Well, no, they already have Silent Hill F coming out, but I'm just wondering if this is, Hey, if I had to make a wild guess that's 100% wrong, I would say that this is Evil Within 3.
That would be cool.
But I know I'm way wrong on that.
Yeah. Heavy Rain 2.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the
What do you
same
think it
shit
is?
I've seen?
The name they mentioned was Ashcraft.
On my hope.
Ashcraft or something.
Everyone's gone.
RPD.
Oh, no way.
This is Resident Evil 9. They're the fucking liars.
Lions. He did say it would be a blink of an eye, to be fair. That's so cool. Oh my god. February 27th. Nice.
Like my first thought was like, this is Resident Evil 9. But then like, no, he
There you
fucking said.
have it, Resident Evil Requiem. And it will be playable to fans this August at Gamescom, where we'll also be hosting Opening Night Live on Tuesday, August 19th. Resident Evil Requiem marks a bold shift for the franchise, both in tone and gameplay, and today's reveal isn't just about survival horror. Expect high-stakes cinematic action too, with much more to share soon leading up to its launch on February 27th, 2026. Amazing. Thank you, Capcom. That was an amazing announcement. Glad we kept it a surprise. All right, that's going to do it for our live Summer Game Fest show. Let's thank our co-host, Lucy James. Didn't she do a great job, everyone? Good job. Lucy got to see the trailer for the first time.
I know.
Too.
I can't believe it. You kept that so secret.
Very top secret. All good. All right. Well, there's much more Summer Game Fest to come. Make sure to visit summergamefest.com to see a listing of all the digital events this weekend. You can watch and to highlight even more games, including the Xbox Games Showcase on Sunday. And stay tuned online to see coverage of many of the playable games at Summer Game Fest Play Days that's taking place this weekend in LA.
And make sure to stay tuned for Day of the Devs, which is coming up next, with additional new reveals from incredible independent studios around the world and deeper looks at some of the independent games we showcased today. Thanks so much, everyone.
Awesome, and thanks to you, Lucy. Great job co-hosting. All right, that's going to do it for Summer Game Fest. We will see you at Gamescom on August 19th. Thanks, everybody.
Right, I am quickly just going to mute that and minimize it because I have to do something. But we will bring it back up in a minute. But Jeff, what are your initial impressions of that show?
I mean, a lot of it was like meh. Like there was a lot of stuff. Whoa.
You good?
Well, 1 second.
Okay, Jeff's had to disappear.
Yeah, the audio, the audio for their feed just increased in volume like 600%. It was just screaming in my ear.
Wow.
I would say a lot of the stuff was pretty like meh. Like there wasn't really a lot of like big stuff. Like
Okay.
that was kind of the biggest WoW one, but that's
Yeah.
also because they teased that it wasn't going to be ready at the show today. But I mean, that was great. I mean, the Crimson Viper
I
thing
mean,
for me
to
is
be
still
fair,
my
they were
favorite.
quite clever because if you go back and read what he said, he did say
Yeah.
that we'll be showing it to you in the blink of an eye. So they kind of teased that it was going to
Yeah.
be there, and then they moved away from it, and it was like, oh, okay, so it's not going to be here then. it was quite clever.
No, like it looks really good, and it almost looks like none of the mainstays are there.
Yes.
You know, because it
Yes.
looks like you're playing as that new character. So that'll be
I've
interesting. But yeah, no, like I mean, there was a lot of you know, a lot of Souls likes and a lot of like kind of action adventure things and stuff like that as well too.
Yes, yeah. I'm
some pretty
just
decent stuff.
checking. I'm just checking through my emails to see if I've had any, because sometimes you get additional information about things after these shows happen, but I haven't had anything come through yet. So
Yeah, because like Atomic Heart 2 looked really good.
yes, it did. It did. It really did.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion looked really good. Code Vein 2. I mean, we still haven't seen gameplay. We just saw that cinematic trailer.
What
I mean, we
was
saw
the
some, but
just for my notes, Jeff? What was the date they said for Resi 9 again?
the end of February.
Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting, especially since like it's like open world Raccoon City. So let's see how it is. But yeah, it seems like they're following like the realistic tones that they've set in like 7 and 8.
.net. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm just filling a thing out on our behalf.
Yeah.
And then I'll be with you. But I was.
And
I,
looked.
I think there was a slowdown in the middle, but overall, I thought it was a good show. I think it had a good variety of things. You know, I don't think it was the best show that Jeff Keighley's done, but it was nice to see some of the stuff he showed, like Onimusha showing up. That was nice.
Yeah, like if they didn't have the Resident Evil 9, trailer, there wouldn't have been really that much there.
Yeah,
in terms of like big wow moments.
I agree.
Let's see. I'll get that picture of Crimson Viper.
Few purposes. Review. And anything.
Yeah, that Crimson Viper looks awesome.
February. Could you just confirm for me, please, if you don't mind, that Resident Evil 9 date, I think, is February 27th. 2026. Release date.
Yeah, February 27th.
Thank you. Right, I'm going to bring back up the showcase momentarily. I'm going to rewind to the start, and I'll just have it playing on mute while we watch through it effectively. Here we go. Okay, so here we are. And then here we are. So, there was, this was a long show. That was my one kind of big critique for it. Is I think for what they had, it was too long, personally. It was about 2 hours plus, and I think they only really had a few big things here. Shout out to our good buddy MBZ, who works for PlayStack, because they,
Just got the hiccups.
Mortal Shell 2 is their thing, and for them to have the first reveal on the show felt like a pretty...
Wait, MBZ's behind Mortal Shell 2?
Yeah. So he's at PlayStack, right? So he's one of the people that's behind that as well. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we have a link for that, and shout out to him because he's a good buddy of ours. He'll be on our podcast soon because he's a big Nintendo fan, and he's going to come on to talk about the Switch 2. But yeah, it's funny because I was talking to him not too long ago, and I said that when Mortal Shell 2 gets revealed, I'm going to lose my mind because I really enjoyed that first game. And he messaged me during the show, and he was like, I can't believe that you said that. And then it's like here, So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. It looked really good. And like I said, for a company that is... For a publisher that's relatively smaller, like PlayStack, obviously they've had some big successes in the last few years. Yeah. But for them to have the first reveal on a major game showcase like this is a huge moment. So, congratulations to them on that. And the game really did stand out to me as something that I definitely want to play. And I'm not just saying that because we're friends with MBZ, obviously. Other than that, what kind of stood out to me, I'm interested in that Game of Thrones real-time strategy game.
Yeah.
Just because, doing something a little bit different with that IP, it's a shame because that game probably should have come out like 10 years ago. But that's one that has my interest. Arc Raiders is something I've had my eye on for a while, and I'll be looking forward to that. Obviously, you kind of said it already, but Resi 9 is Resi 9. We both were in the mode of we were kind of expecting to see that here, and we were really hoping it would be here. So for them to end off with that, and for it to not be immediately revealed what it is.
Yeah, they teased it twice, pretty much.
Yeah, so it was quite clever, and I do like the look of it. And, you know, it's coming before their 30th anniversary, which I expect means that I think they'll try and make that launch really big and really successful, because they can do a lot of 30th anniversary stuff around that launch to help support the game even more. But like you said...
Oh yeah, they'll add Resident Evil stuff probably to Monster Hunter as well.
Yes. And like you said, you know, the rumor is that this game is going to be more of an open world Raccoon City. If that's the case...
Well, I think it's a bit more than a rumor, considering that Jeff Keighley literally said the word scale.
True. That's a good point. Yeah, he talked about the scale of the game. That's a very good point. But what excites me about that, when it comes to Resident Evil in particular, is open worlds are not new, but an open world for that type of game is very, very rare, and it could change the way that you play the game.
Yeah.
So I'm quite looking forward to that. Obviously, we've got Kojima on screen right now with a new Death Stranding 2 trailer, which obviously that game's coming out very soon.
He brought out a celebrity friend. He didn't bring out a director out.
So, you know, I'm looking forward to Death Stranding 2, definitely, and I'm actually meant to be reviewing it for our friends at the Outer Haven, because apparently no one else wanted to review it. So I'm supposed to be reviewing it over there, but what I will say is I don't think this game needed another trailer.
Not especially the trailer that they showed.
Yeah.
That was a very, very boring presentation.
Yeah, and I get it that maybe they're trying to build up these characters as two very important characters without spoiling things, but you could have shown something a little bit different. We've already seen this character, I forget his name, but we've already seen him in an outfit that looks similar to like Solid Snake from Metal Gear, so why not show something to do with that? That would have been interesting to see. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely, you know, it didn't make me less interested in the game in any way, but I just feel like this trailer wasn't necessary. But then, you know, this is a Jeff Keighley show, and he loves anything from Hideo Kojima, right? So it doesn't surprise me. Other than that, there's not actually a lot that really stood out to me, quite honestly. Like, we said it during the show. I know Mind's Eye has had a lot of controversy recently, and there's been 2 of their top executives have just left the company just before release of that game. But to me, that game looks okay. Like, is it going to be a buggy mess? Potentially. But from what I'm seeing, and from what I can prejudge based on what I'm seeing, it looks like it will be a decent game. Oh look, we have Banter appearing on his first live stream. He's just like, what's going on? And yeah, like, the other game I liked was, I forget the name of it right now because there were so many, but that top-down survival horror isometric kind of game that looked a bit like Little Nightmares but slightly different.
Toa?
I can't... No, I think Toa was one of the Japanese RPG kind of games. But yeah,
Fall the Abyss or something?
Yeah, it was something like that, yeah. And I'm interested in that, and don't get me wrong, there were a few games in this show where I thought, yeah, that looks kind of cool, and I'll check it out. But there was nothing that stood out to me that I didn't already know about, other than Resident Evil 9 and Mortal Shell 2, where I went, yeah, I really want to play those things, you know? Like, there's not, I don't know about you, but for me, there wasn't anything quite like that really grabbed my attention, other than those two.
Like,
you got anything else?
Scott Pilgrim game.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. But it was also buried. That was buried in the middle of a lot of boring things. Like, it was buried in the middle of a lot of kind of nothing announcements, and it was a shame because that looked really good, and 4-player co-op for that is cool as well. So hopefully we can get multiple codes for that and play it with, we can play it with a couple of our buddies, and yeah, that should be a fun time. The Wu-Tang game exists, and we heard about that a while ago. There was that other game with a really nice art style, which had what it looked like to be co-op play, and we were wondering whether it's a roguelike. Yeah, like there's lots of things. There wasn't anything there wasn't anything even
that 24-player werewolf game, whatever. Like,
yes, the one that takes inspiration from Among Us.
Well, I mean,
there was that weird horror game as well, actually, that Mundfish are publishing.
Yeah,
that looked
good. And then
good.
the Mundfish also with the cube, that one looked really good.
Yeah, all the Mundfish stuff looked good. I actually think they had a very decent showing out of this show. I do think it's a little bit weird that they didn't put all three of their things together. I agree with you on that. I think that was a bit strange. Other than that, like I say, we had obviously Mind's Eye. Then you had the CEO of
Chrono
IO.
Odyssey.
Yes.
Chrono Odyssey looked really good too.
Yeah, it did. And then there was that what we're seeing right now, the Tom Hardy narrated game, which was Chronicles Medieval, I believe. That looks like something I'll play, but again, it's one of those where it didn't make me go, oh my god, I have to play this. It was just kind of like, it looks interesting, and I'll probably play it if I can get my hands on it.
Deadpool VR game.
That's my biggest disappointment of the show, because I wish it wasn't a VR game. Like, I just want a Deadpool game. Like, and no Ryan Reynolds. I know that will disappoint some people, but Neil Patrick Harris is good. Like, he does know what he's doing. Troy Baker got another voice role in one of these games.
Yeah, there's that seafood-looking game as well too.
Yeah, that I was quite impressed by, given that it was one person with the help of 9 of his friends, but one true developer by the sounds of it. I found that quite impressive. I'll be keeping an eye on that one for sure. But yeah, like nothing really, really stood out to me. Like if I skim through the show a bit here, like what was this? Was the Liza P. The Liza P DLC launching today. That was cool. That's a cool little surprise for people. Mixtape as well, actually. I did want to shout that one out because obviously we did have to mute it in the stream because of licensed music and things.
The one thing
release date for Dying Like the Beast as well was nice.
The one thing that kind of gave away the Resident Evil thing, now that I'm watching it, is you can absolutely tell that's RE Engine.
You can, yeah, when you rewatch it, yeah, you definitely can. But yeah, Mixtape, I am looking forward to that because I forget what the other game was called that they did, but you know the one that I mean, Jeff. It was on Game Pass. It was a side scroller game where you played little riffs on a guitar. Yeah. And you know, I'm always down for these vibey kind of games. But that's that's sort of the thing. This show felt like the most interesting stuff in it, outside of the opening and closing game. The most interesting things in it were things we already knew about. Like Dying Like the Beast had a really good trailer, you know, and it got a release date. Yes, that's cool. It's important to give games time to reveal their release dates and stuff. And like I said, Mixtape, I thought that was a good trailer. I think some people would have forgot that we saw that game before, so for that kind of game, it's important to show up here. But again, it is still a game that we already knew about and have seen previously. So yeah, that's kind of where I am. This feels like, honestly, this feels like one of the weaker Jeff Keighley showcase style events, but I don't think that's all down to what he's shown in the event. I think part of it is down to the show being overly bloated as well. I think the show was too long. I think if you had cut about 20 minutes to half an hour out of this show, it might have gone down a little differently. But I get that there's always that slower section of every show, because you're always going to have some games that you aren't interested in but other people are, right?
Yeah.
However, that slow section, I felt like it went on for about 45 minutes in this show, where it was just like not that much of anything really. This game, which I forget the name of, looked quite cool though.
It looked really good. It reminds me a lot of the Yasha and the Demon King. Just came out.
Yes, yeah. But yeah, overall, if I was to rate this show out of 10, I think it's 7. I think it's a good show. I don't think it's a great show. I actually think the PlayStation State of Play was better than this. Just because it was more concise. And yes, with a more concise show, it's always going to come across better, right? But the State of Play also had more surprises, and the quality overall of things you saw in that show was higher, and yet it didn't need 2 hours to do it. It was a 40-minute show, so it's so far, I think that Sony have probably had show of the weekend so far from the first 2 major ones, and we've obviously got Day of the Devs going on right now. Here's the Sifu style game that we were talking about earlier. I do think this looks cool. I like that the guy has a very cyberpunk influenced jacket on. I think. But if this plays somewhat similarly to Sifu, and is more visceral and violent, as it looks to be, I think it could be a hit with people. So I am, and I'm always supporting smaller projects like this, because this is essentially a solo developer making his first game. So, I like to support these kind of things because it's good for the health of the industry, and if a game is good, why not support it, And so far, I would say this looks quite good so far, to their credit. But was there anything, what I wanted to ask, Jeff, is, was there anything that you thought would show up here that didn't show up? Was there anything you were expecting?
I mean, Spine was announced for being at the show.
Yeah.
And I don't remember seeing it. It wasn't there.
No. Good point. We got Mads Mikkelsen. Mads Mikkelsen showing up in Hitman was a nice little surprise as his James Bond character. It's cool.
Yeah, that was kind of neat.
But yeah, I'm surprised there wasn't anything from PlayStation here, because obviously that was kind of the biggest report going around, was that PlayStation were going to reveal.
Well, no, they were just going to be
something.
part of Summer Game Fest. They weren't going to be part of like probably the presentation, because
Yeah.
Summer Game Fest is more than just
Of
a show.
course. Yeah, of course, yeah. But there were a lot of reports that, you know, some people were expecting them to reveal a game here. This was the game. This was the game that had co-op in it, I think. And we were like, it looks cool. Yeah. I forget what it was called, but it did look cool. I like the art here and how vibrant it is. I actually think this was a good showcase for smaller projects and indie games. But the problem is when you've got so many of them in a show, they kind of meld together, and you don't always remember the names, right? And Blighted, that was the name of this one, from Drinkbox. Yes, that's it. Ill was the horror survival published by Mumfish. That looks cool as well. But I want to go back and watch this Resident Evil trailer one more time. Oh, we had that's true actually. We did have the RGG game that was formally announced as Project Century. Showed up here.
I mean, Project Century. That name in itself kind of goes time travel, because I mean, it's going to be a guy basically who's alive for a century or whatever.
Yeah, and I mean, given that the first trailer for the game was in a different time period and this one's in the 4Cs, I think this could be a really interesting game and something that's a bit different for RGG, but it seems like, you know, because yes, Judgment was based in the Yakuza universe, but it was a game they tried to do something a bit different with. And it feels like maybe this game is kind of taking that place because of what's happened with that franchise and how they've essentially had to kill it off because of real world circumstances, right? But yeah, this looks really cool
That's
to me.
the problem when you make your characters look like the actual people.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. This looks cool to me. Again, I like that. I've always kind of wished that the Yakuza and Like a Dragon games showed a bit more violence and kind of were less friendly. And it seems like this game's going to do that, because at the end of the day, those kind of worlds that RGG make are violent worlds, right? But I feel like they never quite go far enough into the violent stuff outside of some cutscenes and things, whereas it looks like that's more involved in the gameplay here. And yeah, there's the name Stranger Than Heaven. Or Thand, as Jeff said.
Thand.
But yeah, I'll definitely, I'll be looking forward to that. I find it weird that they've kind of done another trailer for it, revealing the name and haven't given any sort of indication on a date or even a year, because RGG don't normally tend to do that. Usually when they show a game, it's kind of like they don't show it until they're ready to show it, and until they've got something to say. And yes, I get that that was the name reveal, but at the same time, I'm surprised that they didn't put, 2026, for example. But maybe they're just not that confident right now that it's coming next year. Who knows? Who knows? So Jeff, we've been at this for almost 3 hours. So before we end off here with the stream, have you got any closing thoughts on Summer Game Fest? And also, what are you looking forward to for Xbox's show on Sunday, which is the next big thing?
Well, I mean, I still kind of want to see what Contraband is, if that game exists anymore. No, I think this overall stream was fine. There was a couple things that I was super excited about, a couple things that I'll definitely play, but nothing that was like, absolutely groundbreaking for reveals.
Completely agree.
Yeah, no, the Xbox One, basically, I just kind of want to, probably see more of Perfect Dark.
Yes.
Just want to see a little bit more how that's kind of going. Like actual
I would love to
gameplay
see some
for
Fable as well.
Here's E-Day.
Yeah.
For
me,
but
it's
yeah, I just want to.
For me, it's Fable because that game was originally supposed to come this year, and they've delayed it until early next year. I would be shocked if we don't see gameplay. Another one I'd love to see an update on, just because we haven't seen it in so long, is State of Decay 3. I think if we could get some sort of gameplay for that, and an indication of what they're actually doing with that game, because it's taken them a long time at this point. I'd love to see what they're doing with that, because we've heard about them trying to take that franchise to the next level. But
yeah,
other than that one trailer that had what looked like snippets of gameplay in it, we haven't really seen anything. And given that State of Decay 2 came out like nearly 8 years ago, I think that it's about time that we've seen, and I know they've faced challenges and they've expanded and everybody faced COVID and all this stuff, but I think after 8 years, you should at least have something significant to show. You should be in a place where you can actually start to show people what the game is, and not just a flashy trailer that gives some indication, but actual gameplay and in-game stuff. That would be good.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we're rewatching Resident Evil 9 thing here, and it's funny because, yeah, like you said, when you look at it a second time, you can almost immediately see, like, oh yeah, this is an RE Engine game. This is
Yeah, you can definitely tell.
Definitely. So I'm not sure when we'll be back. Obviously, we didn't record a traditional episode this week, but our episode that we last recorded actually went out a bit later due to technical problems on YouTube's end. It wouldn't let me upload it for a few days for some reason. So this is kind of serving as our podcast episode and our content for this week. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you'd like to see us do more live streams and that kind of thing, please let us know. We would love to do it. We've enjoyed doing it. Obviously, there have been some technical issues. But as we do this more, those technical issues should become avoided over time and should improve. Unfortunately,
Sorry,
we
I'm
won't
just
be
posting a ton of news.
That's all good. Unfortunately, we won't be live reacting to the Xbox showcase just because Jeff has to work and therefore avoid social media for many hours. Good luck with
Certainly
that one,
try.
Jeff.
Yeah, I'll be seeing everything that's happening.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I think that IO Interactive are having a showcase at some point, so I'm interested to see what they show, because I assume they're going to show more of James Bond and more of a few other things. So
yeah, for sure.
I'm definitely interested to see what they do with that. I actually believe that might even be at some point today. Let me check. let me check while we're on the stream here. IO Showcase. So it's June 6th. At what time? 6 p.m. Pacific. So it's an hour and a half from now. We won't live stream that, but we may at some point get together again to record our reactions to that and kind of, you know, have a little discussion about the rest of these showcases that we're not gonna live react to. But what I want to know from all of you people who have joined us here, firstly, thank you for joining us. Please consider liking and subscribing for more of this kind of content. And if you don't know, we do have a podcast called the Gaming Mix Podcast that we try and do every week. Our last episode was talking about Elden Ring Night Reign. Our next episode will probably be a kind of summary of all the showcases and what we thought, and then we'll have a future episode where we're joined by our good friend MBZ to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2. If you haven't, you know, go and check out analogstickgaming.com because that's our website. We do lots of reviews, news over there. As Jeff said just now, he's posting many pieces of news as we speak. Yeah, for now, I think that will be probably the end of this stream, but I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you're watching it later, you know, or if you feel like coming back and watching the rest of it because maybe you had to tune out earlier on, please comment below what was your favorite game from this Summer Game Fest show. I would love to hear, because I expect a lot of people to say Resident Evil Requiem, as we're seeing right now, but I think that might not be everybody's answer, so I'm quite interested to hear what people think. But yeah, for now, that's
it'll definitely be a lot of variety.
Definitely, and that's the one thing I'll give to Jeff Keighley. There was huge amounts of variety in this showcase, and that's something I don't think he always has, so credit to him for that. But my one piece of advice is please work on the pacing of this show, Jeff, because it's not good, or at least this year the pacing wasn't good. It kind of felt like you needed to cut it down a little bit.
Well, the thing that's different about this and like the Stony State of Play and stuff like that is this is like the award show theme. So there's people coming on stage and talking, whereas the State of Plays and the Xbox stuff, it's just clip after clip after
and
clip.
That kind of slows it down more, right?
He likes to make a show of it all. So
yeah,
it's always going to be like that.
Yeah, and it's funny because the others have tried that. Like Xbox has done that in the past, and they got a lot of negativity for it, you know. And Sony have done it obviously in the past, but they don't do it as much now. It's quite interesting. I'm glad that we still have these kind of shows, but I do think he needs to pace them a little better. If you agree, let me know in the comments. But like I say, we've been at this for 3 hours plus at this point, and we have enjoyed it. It's been fun. It's been an experience. We'll do more of it in the future for sure. But for now, it's a goodbye from me.
Yes.